Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Happy Sunday and welcome to an early edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am Nik-J and this is my player partner, my boxing bestie, the hardest working woman I know, Boxiana the Menace. How you doing, friend?
You know, friend, it's Sunday. How you doing?
I'm doing great, actually. I have had a very good weekend. It's been a minute since I could say I done had a real good weekend, but I did.
You look very, you look like you got into some fun this weekend or whatever. Gorgeous Bear, we're early because Big Mama got to work. I got things I got to do, and my work week start early, so Big Mama got to get on time, and I got to be on the road, so here we go.
But we did not want to not have a show. So in thinking of the Queen's Court, we decided to come on a little bit early today, okay? And we ain't going to be on here long because, like my friend said, she got to get on the road. But we had to come in here because her very favorite fighter fought last night. And we got to discuss it. So y'all come on in the room.
I almost not showed up to work, just FYI. I want y'all to know. Because my friend, she was taunting me last night. And since I went, y'all gonna find out what happened in a little while. But she's been taunting me. And then she woke up this morning and was like, friend, I'm going. I was like, yeah, I ignored it. But I saw it.
But she didn't even say nothing back, y'all.
Didn't. What can I say? I have not an argument. All I can do at this point is take my lashings. I deserve it.
Listen, I can't talk too much because, again, we did have to witness Devin on Friday, and he didn't put on one of his most spectacular performances either, but he got the win. But I thought it was very, very important that we come in here and speak on how similar those fights were. And before Canelo fought on yesterday evening, the talk of the town was how bad Devin and Ramirez stunk up the joint. And, the Friday card was really horrific and nobody was throwing punches and blah, blah, blah. We'll get to it because Canelo said, hold my beer. Scull said, what? Say what now? Yeah, we got something for y'all. So come on in the room. Y'all, please hit the like button, hit the share button because we are on early and a lot of people don't realize that we're coming on early today. And y'all, we do apologize for anybody's toes that we stepping on because this is not our normal slot. We know people be trying to get in where they fit in and we do too when we have to. So no shade to nobody with us coming on early, but we had to get it in today a little bit early. Anyway, so how you doing? Nakia, make them freeze. Corbin and Sticks and Jabs. Hey, y'all, the cutest couple in boxing. Thank y'all for coming through. Mr. Make 'em Sick with the Deep Waves. How you doing? The Boxing Menu Podcast Plus. How you doing? Mo 2013 is in the house. Keisha Sellers, how you doing, girl? Joshua Connor is here. Ambrose West is here. 619 Cali Factor done pulled up on us. Scarcities, how are you? Gorgeous Bear, hey, girl. I'm saying, hey, girl. Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA. What's going down? Who else we got? Shogun 76 is here. Bo Deezy, the late bloomer. Pablo Escobar, what's going down? Kishwar Meacham, how are you? Canelo Duck Me is here. Who else we
How
got?
you say that good and be messing up some of the friend? You be surprising me. You really do.
I can see today.
Oh, okay. That's
I
what
can
it
see
is. We
today.
started the show with glasses today. You showed right. Okay.
I can see
Wonderful
today.
job. Wonderful job. Wonderful.
Phenomenal Mexican, your favorite. He's in the house. How you doing, Phenomenal Mexican? D21519 is here. Hey, Dank Father slid through. Errol Ferry, how are you? Listen, y'all come on in. Again, like I said, please let the people know. Let them know. Hit that like button. And if you're new here by chance, go ahead and subscribe. We have a great time over here. But we just gonna get right into it because again, folks got the move and shake and whatnot. There was a fight yesterday. You know, it is Cinco de Mayo and whatnot. There was a fight yesterday in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the headliner on the card was Canelo Alvarez versus William Scull. Before we get to that fight, though, I do want to talk about, because we ain't going to get to them all. I do want to talk about the two men from the continent of Africa that had a slugfest yesterday. Okay, there was F.A. Aagba and there was Martin Bakole. And in the press conference leading up to this fight, both gentlemen were very, very mouthy. Okay, very, very mouthy. Friend, did you see that press conference? Did you see how?
I did see how they were clowning with each other. I was like, well, did y'all not like each other? Is this the battle of who carrying the African title in the back? Or what is this, honey?
It was a little spicy in the build-up. But when they got inside the ring, it looked as though initially F.A. Aagba was the more prepared boxer. He looked to be in better shape. Martin Bakole, I don't know if him fighting that fight with Joseph Parker took him off of his game plan for this fight, but he was still not in any decent shape, didn't look like to me. He was like 300 pounds plus, looked like to me. Like almost big baby big. He was huge. But that man still got fast hands and heavy hands though. And so in the beginning of the fight, F.A. Aagba was really boxing him well, moving, sticking and moving. But then he's a big man also, and he couldn't do that the whole fight. And Bakole started catching him. Around 4, got a little interesting. Okay, got a little interesting round 4. He bust his nose, started touching him up. F.A. was continuing to box, but he was getting caught. And the fight ended up being a draw, which I wasn't upset about. Friend, how did you see that fight going? Did you think it was a draw, or did you see a clear winner?
You know what? I was torn about it at first. Because at first, F.A. was doing his thing. And, you know, I'm not big on him. He was actually boxing, and I was surprised to see him fighting the way that he was fighting. He looked like a totally different fighter than me. Maybe it was because I don't normally pay that much attention to him. But, like, he was throwing and looking active and looking good. I was like, okay, F.A. Bakole needs to get in shape. He needs to get in shape. He was very much not in shape. And, like, when he looked, the way he looked against Jared Anderson, he looked fantastic against Jared Anderson. I was like, oh, this man is going to be a problem. He big, solid. He not flabby. He just big, solid, fast. I like this for him. He looked slow yesterday. He was tired. He was breathing out of his mouth early. I was like, Bakole, this ain't giving. This is the guy who beat Jared Anderson. I don't like that for you. He was friend. He was wide.
He was
He was
very
big and wide, and like he looked a little bigger to me last night as far as like muscle mass. He
mm,
looked like Deontay Wilder used to look to me last night. He was solid last night. It was a good look
from the waist up.
from the waist up. Let me say that from the waist up. I don't know, man. The draw to me, it was accurate. I'm starting to be anti-Turkey.
I know you said that. Tell the people why.
It ain't giving I'm for the sport. It's giving I'm for myself. And I'm just seeing a lot of stuff that I guess maybe I didn't see at first. The whole New York card pissed me off.
I
Like
know you can't get past it.
I can't get past that. Out of all of the Furies, like even with last night being the final of the Furies, London got the best of the Fury. It kind of just fizzled off towards the end. It ain't giving what I initially thought it was giving. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't like it.
I'm not ready to switch up just yet. I will say the London event turned out to be the better of all three events, in my opinion. And looking at, again, like I said on Friday, I think he's just really trying to do some different stuff, some innovative stuff. I think the event in New York didn't go over as well as they thought it was going to go. But I read a comment that somebody left in our last show. I want to say it was Teach. He left a really good comment. He was actually in New York. And he was saying how the event for the public actually he felt, now this is one person's opinion, he felt like it went over very well. He said he enjoyed it. He was like, they blocked off about 4 blocks, and they had designated space for the people to watch. It pretty much ended up being like a big watch party for the people that
I don't
weren't
want that shit.
invited inside the.
No, I don't want that shit. Y'all invited Elmo. Y'all invited Elmo.
Well, they knew Elmo wasn't gonna be trying to disrupt the fight, friend.
Hey, hey, hey.
I think it may have been like I said, I think it was something that he was trying to do, and it just did not go over the way it was envisioned. And that happens, especially when you're doing something that's never been done before. Will they try that again? I don't know.
I don't like it. And I tell you what, the next time you have an event in New York or wherever you have an event, if Elmo is there, I'm really gonna be upset. And then here comes Janae. Janae tagged me in a post. Well, yeah, she come tagging me in a post the next morning of a nightmare of Elmo having a nightmare in his sleep. Like he didn't talking about he didn't want to be there. I did. I did. I didn't like it. I didn't like nothing about it. I didn't like nothing about it. And the more I sat back and watched and I thought about it, like, I like the ring walk. The whole point of me watching the fight, I want to see what my fighter looked like walking to the ring, what he got on, the music that's coming. And like, I know this is off topic and I know we're going to get there, but my brain is on it. Whoever man was that sang the national anthem,
National.
we'll get
Viva
back to.
Mexico.
Let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you. She summoned the spirit of Selena and got her ass in the middle of that ring and kicked doors down. I was like, sis, did you have to hit it to him like that? And did.
And did. Because
I
when
was,
I tell you, I sat up and said, Viva Mexico, Viva Mexico. She was like,
baby, she put, listen, let me tell you, we'll get to him. But I don't like nothing about it. I'm starting to get to be anti-Turkey. Bring back regular promoters. If I'm about to start getting behind Lou DeBello.
I'm
Bring
not
back
there.
Ludi at this point.
Bring back who?
Ludi.
I'm not there yet because I feel like he's still finding his footing, friend. I'm not
Well,
ready to throw in the towel just yet. The man is new
I'm
to the
ready to
sport.
throw in the towel. You're gonna kill it.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
ready for that yet.
yeah. We're gonna kill it, friend, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He's going to keep throwing these events where boxing fans are watching it outside and
Mm-hmm.
all of the celebrities are watching it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. When I leave the fight, I want to bump into Caleb Plant on my way out. That's the whole point of me showing up. Because on the
Well,
way out, I get to bump into people that I don't normally see on a daily basis, friend. No, I don't care about, I don't like that.
I think he's gonna probably. This is what I do know. This is what I do know. He listens to the people. He does listen to the people. So if the people and the fans keep saying, "Hey, this ain't what we want. This isn't what we like," I do believe he'll change it. I don't think he listens to the people. When we spoke about the music, when we spoke about the music, the events being long and drawn out, when we spoke about it's taking too much time in between fights, they listened and they shortened them shits up. When I say them fights be coming back to back to back, did he not? He did. So I think if he gets the feedback that this is not something that the fans want, I think he'll listen and change it. That's me. I'm willing to give him the opportunity to change and get better. Because what we had before, we weren't happy with that either.
Well, I'm not happy with this. And Mr. Play Brave, Elmo, come on down to Sesame Street. Elmo was in the audience. Not the whole Sesame Street. They only invited Elmo. Big Bird, Mr. Sluffaluffagus, none of them got to show up. They only sent Elmo the invite.
Canelo Dugme says he had an 8-4 Scull, but it's gonna smoke.
You know what it's giving, friend? It's giving the Noah's Ark. He letting all the celebrities come in to watch the good fights, and then everybody else get to drown on the outside and watch it from the big screen. I don't want to stand up and watch the fight. What the hell?
Well,
What the hell, Jan?
I know, but friend, that's New York though. That's what they do in Times Square. That's what happens for New Year's Eve. That everybody's standing up in Times Square. So it made sense for Times Square. That's all I'm saying.
So
That's all I'm saying. He just tried something different.
So basically, y'all went out there and stood because some people were out there all day. Y'all went and stood for like 12, 13 hours.
I don't think everybody did that. I want you to go back and when we get off here and you get a chance, go back and read the comment from the last show because that was very enlightening to me because I hadn't spoken to anybody who was actually on the ground, boots on the ground there to know what had happened. He made it seem like it was a cool experience. So I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm not ready to throw in the towel. I want to see if he makes adjustments before I say, I'm not ready to do that just yet. Only because he's doing something that hasn't been done before. If he was recreating the wheel and it wasn't going over well, then I would be like, but he's trying different stuff. And he has shown that he listens to the fans when we voice concerns about the stuff we don't like.
Well, listen here, Mr. Turki Alalshikh. I don't like that. And I don't need none of these. Let me tell you, if you're going to do a weekend of fury, make sure the weekend of fury stays fiery because New York really took the sizzle out of it. And then I don't know what happened with Canelo and Saudi last night. The whole card, Bakole didn't look good. It wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. So bad that I turned the card off, and we'll talk about that eventually.
Well, God dog. So again, speaking on New York, the atmosphere seemed to have affected the boxers. Is what the excuse that I had heard from Ryan Garchita. I don't know if it affected anybody else. The cards on paper seem to have been something that we were all wanting to see, minus the fact that we wanted to see a couple of them fight each other instead of the people they were fighting. Nevertheless, T.O. looked decent. And Rolly did what I don't think too many people thought he was going to do. And Devin just looked like he was trying to get his bearings back together. So I'm not going to completely go in on him like I would if it was something that it was a normal fight and it wasn't a return after a year layoff after what happened. last time he was in New York. But going forward, he's going to have to, it can't be like that no more moving forward. Like, we can't see that again. But again, it was very interesting because I know a lot of people were down on Devin's performance and down on the New York card in general. And another reason why I don't typically want to, like, I'm not ready to give up on Turki is because he made it a point. They were over in Saudi fighting at a time in Saudi. It was early in the morning just so that it could be live for the people here in the States. He didn't have to do that. We could have been watching that card early like we watched the London card. But I think that was something that he negotiated with Canelo. He wanted his fight to be in the normal time zone that it is when he fights, so his people can view it like they normally do. But it just didn't give what it was supposed to give. I don't know whose fault that is. I can't blame that on him because they didn't fight the way they were supposed to fight. Munguia was in there coming off of getting knocked the hell out. He gave a better showing than Devin did after getting roughed up the way he did, but he still didn't. How'd you feel about Jaime?
I wasn't happy. This time you were supposed to go get your revenge. And that, yeah, I agree with Timothy Bradley. I do. I don't know if my friend agreed, but I do. I agree.
I don't know what else Tim said.
But he basically saying Turkey killing boxing.
Okay.
So, no. I was not pleased with Jaime Munguia, who has 147 fights. I was not pleased with him. Oh boy, the Frenchman, he a dog.
Sarasi.
He's a dog. And I don't think anybody understands when we say dog, like a lot of people use that term loosely. Like a dog don't never give up.
Correct.
That man just kept coming. He kept getting hit last night. Like Jaime was rocking him last night. Jaime was letting him go. But my thing is this. When you come in on a revenge tour, Caleb Plant is the perfect person to seek to when you seek a revenge tour because he's stopping people on his revenge tour. So, like, when you come after somebody, and this is the fight where you should have been on your best. Like, you had to fight him for 12 whole rounds. The Frenchman, to me, he get it for me. Only because Jaime, with 147 fights, you shouldn't look like that.
Well, that's the thing, friend. He coming off of getting knocked the fuck out. So he has some apprehension too.
Exactly. Well, oh well. You know what you do? You fight through that. That's what y'all say boxers supposed to do, fight through adversity. This is your time to fight through your adversity. Like, you don't get in these fights and you nut up. Because now we're questioning, you got PTSD, my boy. Are you okay? Like, or how do you feel about these punches coming? And you showed us that. I feel the same way about Tim Tszyu. I don't want to see Tim Tszyu back in the ring with Sebastian Fundora. Same vibes to me. Jaime looked like some of the punches that man was throwing. You could see him. He say, well, I say, well, Jaime, you gonna knock your own damn self out drawing back like that. Calm down. It was too much. Jaime got one more time. Jaime finna get a job. Jaime got 247 fights. Ain't no reason for him to be looking in.
How many fights?
302.
How many?
417.
Oh,
I'm just saying, with that many fights, friend, there is no reason for you to have PTSD about anything.
Well, Jaime clearly had a little. His mind wasn't ready to completely go for broke. Neither was Devin's, and I don't know what you call what Ryan was going through because it wasn't PTSD. It was just the realization that I'm trash without the juice.
And I don't say Jaime Munguia is on the juice, but he needed some juice last night because that Frenchman was wearing his ass out. Every time Jaime Munguia took a breath, Sarasi was there like, hello, how you doing? And with 512 fights, you cannot You cannot be in a position where you nutting up when it comes to the same fighter that knocked you out, like you want a revenge tour. You want to fight some of these names like that people still don't think you ready for. That's why you got 611 fights with people we don't know. Y'all look at Jaime Munguia's resume, you know 5 people on there. He got 712 fights, and y'all know 5 of them. What are we doing? Like Jaime, like he got one more time. He got one more time to perform like that. He getting the job. Cause we gonna look up, friend. He gonna have 1,100 fights, and he's still been fighting warehouse workers. What we gonna do? We at 1,100. What, friend?
That number keep growing like Alphabet Cake did at the end.
He got 1,200 fights. There ain't no reason for him to have, like, I'm just saying, friend. He got a bunch of fights with people we don't know. We don't know these people. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, if you go look at, all right, y'all, we multitask here. If you go look at Jaime Munguia's resume right now, it say 852 fights, okay? And out of those 852 fights, y'all maybe know 9 of those people. And when I say 9, the last 3 of the 9 that you know is a stretch because you ain't seen them in a really, really long time. You forgot they was even fighting.
You know who I know? Yeah, I know Gabe Rosado is one of them.
That's what I'm saying, but friend, like, think about how long Gabe went out. Gabe been gone a long time. He got 869 fights. We don't need no more. We need something. We need something from you, Jaime. We do.
Y'all so wrong. Y'all are so wrong. Oh, y'all wrong. Thank you, Janae. Janae says, talk to him, Pop. Hashtag 1085. 1085. 1,085 fights.
Listen, we're going to look up. And he's going to have so many fights, they're not even going to be able to list them all on his box rate. We don't know. Do Jaime got some belts?
He had one for a long time. He had that one belt at 160. He don't have no more.
What we doing, Jaime? Are you just in there fighting? And then you know what was crazy? I don't know if it was his wife. Somebody was out there praying the rosary like he was there. I was like, if you don't put that down, I'm going to come out there and fight you. Because why are you praying over him so tough? Like this.
She didn't want to see him stretched out. Like, did you see how he got knocked out the last time?
I did. But here's the thing. When you sign up for this lifestyle, for this living, the only person that get to bring their praying mama with them like that was Manny Pacquiao. His mama had that card and she was over there talking to that card when he was fighting Timothy Bradley. She putting the hex on Tim.
Indeed.
He wasn't fight like.
Girl, that woman was over there like this.
I seen it, friend.
She was putting on her best root work.
No, I'm talking about Jaime Munguia's wife. Did you see her?
No, I missed her.
Best friend, she was out there last night. She was letting him go. I say, boy, say she is praying him down. Cover him in the spirit, girl. Cover him, baby. She would every time they clicked over there to her, she would count them through. I say, oh, baby, she letting them roll on him. Pray, girl.
Listen,
but I felt like that wasn't even a fight for her to be Manny Pacquiao mama.
Well, friend, that's the same man that laid him out last time. She was scared.
Manny Pacquiao mama, he didn't need that. This is the revenge tour. Jaime Munguia came in the ring. He looked like a different fighter on the way in. When it stopped going his way, then she brought out the Manny Pacquiao mama, and it was trying to curse him because he wasn't going down, friend. They had already made up in their mind this is only going 5 or 6 rounds. Think about the first 5 rounds of the fight. Jaime Munguia was fighting hard.
He was, but that's what I'm saying. That's how he got knocked out the last fight. He was doing well. He got comfortable. He came in and left out stretched. So, and it was around round 5 or 6.
But see, the commentators, that's who was doing it for me, friend. Like, they kept trying to say that Sriracha was on only a 7-8 round fighter. Like, that if he don't get to round seven. Y'all showed me something. What happened? Y'all said he was supposed to stop moving this much because he ain't never been this far. This is out of his territory. Showed the shit out of me.
I'm mad at your assessment. Sriracha. I'm calling him Sriracha. Sarasi. I know how folks get sensitive about names and shit.
Girl, I do not want to meme this week, okay?
Sarasi, like you said, he's a dog. He's the game.
He's a dog. I want to see him against somebody else at this point because apparently he's a tough damn night because Jaime Munguia ain't got nothing for him.
And I want to say 160 is his true weight class. I think he moved up to fight at 168.
Well,
and I think he was a replacement, if I'm not mistaken. So,
well, with 899 fights, I expect a better person out of Jaime Munguia. I don't want to see that no more.
Well,
because 892 fights is crazy.
Thank you, Cameron Fields. She says, keep cooking, beautiful queens. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank y'all, too, for coming in early today. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Jaime got a 12-round decision win, guys. Martin Bakole and F.A. Aagba ended up with a draw in their fight. And then the co-main event was what's my guy's name? Badou Jack. Badou Jack versus I'm not gonna even try to act like I know who the dude was he was fighting. I forgot his name.
Let's get into that. He had a hard name to pronounce.
He did. His opponent, Badou Jack. No disrespect, I just can't call the man's name. Badou Jack is all of what, 41, 42 years old?
I'm gonna be real disrespectful because
Badou Jack ended up with the victory. He fought hard. He had been on a long layoff, but he came in. He fought way better than I was giving him credit for. I just didn't think at 41, 42, having such a long layoff, he was going to be victorious in the fight, but he proved me wrong. Friend, what do you think? Let me read this super chat, and I want to get your thoughts on that fight. G-Ball, thank you so much. She said, shout out to the Queens and go Rockets, F. Draymond. Okay then. Friend, how'd you feel about Badou Jack's performance yesterday?
Is he smoke or which one of the vampires is his ass? Cause
he did remind me of,
you know what? It's not even that. He been looking the same way since I was like 19. He ain't changed, not even a little bit. I didn't even know he was still fighting, friend. When they said his name, I say, who? They was like Badou Jack. I was like, I didn't even know he was. Where y'all find him at?
I thought he was done after that horrible cut he had gotten from that Martin boy.
I thought so too.
Well,
I don't know. Apparently not. Well, either way, they love him over there, and good for him, friend. He is a vampire spirit. I guess he's not aging. And if he want to continue tearing up his body like that, I'm gonna watch it.
With 12 full rounds at 41, 42 years old, and did not look like he was exhausted and super tired and beat up or anything.
Because he was in there really, really fighting, friend. I thought he wasn't that man. He wasn't taking it easy on that man at all.
Not at all. I was surprised. Is he still with who is he with? I don't even know if he's with a specific promotional company. I don't know. I'm
he
like,
look better than J-Rock, J-Herd, all of them put together, Banana, all of them, and they have his age.
The Darrells.
Oh, baby, the Darrells is cooked.
He looked damn good. He did. I can't even. He did. All right, Badou. Keep doing what you do, Mr. Jack.
He's a vampire. That's what I'm going with. You know, I'll call a cheater in a minute, friend.
I don't think he no cheater.
I don't think he no cheater, but I don't know. And I ain't never seen nobody. Well, I done seen a couple of folks, but He
think
was the same way since I was 20, friend.
I think that layoff did him some good. I think sometimes people do need a layoff and I don't think his layoff was induced by, a bad fight that he had that he needed to take that layoff. He needed to heal from that bad eye cut that he had. But other than that, him being older, his body may have needed to recover.
Okay. Well,
yeah, Alexa just be liking to talk sometimes.
Oh, that's why I unplugged mine, because you remember my little internet thing. Hey Google, I don't need all that. I don't know what you're doing, but I didn't ask you anything.
I did not ask Alexa for the weather. I did not.
I'll turn it off in a minute. But yeah, friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Badou Jack. Okay. He is now a unified champion and he's in line, I want to say, to fight Joe Apatow.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if I want that for him.
Good luck with that.
That bad forehead cut. Yeah, it was bad. I think he hasn't fought since then.
He have not. I think
so we're going to go ahead and get on into the main events from last night. Because I want to hear what my friend has to say. What happened that had you so frustrated that you just turned off the TV on your favorite fighter? What happened?
What you mean? What you mean, friend? What you mean? What you mean? Why? I just want y'all to know I didn't finish the whole fight. I turned it off in round 7, round 8. Yeah, it may have been round 7, round 8, maybe round 9 as the latest. First off, let me go back to what I was saying. Typically when the anthems are good, the boxer performs extremely well. I don't know. He came out. He had his Amiri on. Y'all face of boxing ain't got no Amiri sponsor, but you know what I'm saying. That's neither here nor there.
He looked great. He looked great. His outfits are always on point. I love the blue and the white. He always has.
He could have came out there butt ass naked last night. He could have came out there butt ass naked last night. It didn't help. It didn't help at all. And Scull, whatever. I gotta take my shots today. All right. I gotta take my shots today. I'm willing to take my shots. Scull. I don't know how they was pronouncing that man's name. I'm gonna call the man Scull tonight. Canelo got old to me last night. It was hard for me to watch my fighter not be able to do things that I know that he could do very well. Canelo couldn't cut the ring off last night. Scull had his way. He moved however he wanted to move, shook however he wanted to shook, shaked however he wanted to shake. And there was nothing that Canelo could do about it. It wasn't no size, no nothing, because I've seen him cut off the ring and dominate a fighter in the corner. Listen, he did. It didn't look good. There's not much to say about the performance because, again, I cut the fight off. When I figured out Canelo wasn't going to cut off the ring, I turned it off. I couldn't watch it because I knew Bud was in the audience licking his lips as ashy as they probably was. Bud, please don't hit me when you see me, but you finna get yours tonight. All right? I come here to say this because y'all know Canelo is my favorite fighter. If you are new to this channel, you would think, oh, they like black fighters over here. No, Canelo is my favorite fighter. He got old last night, right in front of my face. And I will say this: September. What's the date?
12th, September 12th.
September the 12th in Vegas. I did initially tell my friend that I wanted to be in attendance to that. I have since then reneged all things associated with this fight. I will not be in attendance. I will not be doing a show that week with my friend. She'll be up there by herself, giving y'all the Queens of Boxing Talk alone because my cane will be stretched in front of the world to see. I was really concerned about size at one point in time. At one point in time, I was like, you know what? Hell no. Canelo too fucking big to be trying to beat up on some bud little. Uh, shut me the hell up last night because when did Budrick get bigger than Canelo? When did Budrick make Canelo look small?
Yesterday.
And the way he was up there licking his menacing ass lips, as ashy as they was, I saw in the light my fighter stretched out in front of the world to see. Because the one thing that Bud does, he takes the weaknesses of his people that he finna beat up on and he uses it against them. He's very menacing in the things that he do. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm concerned. I'm
Are you
concerned.
really?
Now. Hold on. I gave y'all the empathy. Y'all know I'm gonna talk shit. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just she didn't fail to the Lord the Bud. Oh, I know how y'all do. Now, all I'm gonna tell y'all is y'all guys better be the juiciest of the J. Y'all guys better be the juiciest of the J. Because when I tell y'all what y'all saw last night is not what y'all gonna be getting against Bud in September, all I'm gonna tell y'all is Budrick better go in that snack factory and eat all them little cookies, cakes, sweets, and pies. All of that. He better get ready. Because Canelo finna go back in the lab. And Eddie finna mix a juice up so good. So good. That Canelo gonna go a beard and then he gonna shave it all off. And not just any beard. He gonna have a big, thick, gold Santa beard. He better live with the juice in his. He better hook up to the IV. He better get on that IV tonight and be on that IV all the way into July the 31st. He gonna need all the juice that he can get.
Not all the juice.
He gonna need all the juice that he can get.
Hey, Jay, good. How you doing? Thank you so much for the $9.99. He says, "Good evening, Queens. Good evening." Wait a minute. What is that?
You know what? He know what it is.
Is that a steak? Is that a steak?
That good beef. That's that good beef. Now, I came in here and I made y'all feel like I was picking Bud to beat up on my cane. What I said was I don't want to see him stretched. All I'm gonna tell y'all is the Canelo y'all saw last night won't be the Canelo y'all saw in September. Canelo know how to use the good shit. When he fought Caleb Plant, he was on the good. When he fought Chuck Ryder, he was not. When he fought this buddy right here, he was not. When he fought Mel Charlo, he was on that good. Budrick, all I'm gonna tell you is you better eat your Wheaties, baby. Cause Eddie and Canelo in there mixing up some Willy Wonka type of juice. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the Wonka of the what? What's that little thing he was after? The everlasting gobstopper. They in there cooking that bitch right now. Your ass better get ready. That's all I'm gonna tell you, buddy. All I can say. They in there whipping it up right now. You better be ready. Because the Canelo you saw last night won't be the Canelo that you see in September.
We're not gonna see that one in September.
No. Like we know what it is. Okay. If you're new to this channel, my friend she agree with me, but she hate for me to say it. Okay?
Not gonna listen.
Canelo is so good because Canelo he's managed to cheat and get away with it. And he cheats cleanly and he makes it look good. And
that is an oxymoron. He cheats cleanly. That don't even go together.
Yeah, you know what it is, friend? You know what it is? You can cheat cleanly. You cheat cleanly when you can cheat and you don't get caught. When you get caught, it's no longer clean. So with that being said, Canelo get that he get because he cheat cleanly.
I'm not studying you. Ty Fish 600, he says, with enough clean, Canelo can close the gap, I guess.
You hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you, he coming in there with some juice. He got caught, but he ain't got caught since then. You think that shit stopped? Can you stop a crackhead from smoking crack? I'm just asking.
Damn, Canelo a crackhead, big dog?
I'm just asking. I'm asking. Can you stop a crackhead from smoking crack? Can you stop a meth head from smoking meth? I'm just asking.
He a Mexican meth head.
Man, hey, once you get them drugs in your system and you used to performing, hell yeah. You see what happened to Ryan Garcia on Friday?
And did.
I'm just saying.
And did. Janae say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm just saying, y'all don't like when I say it, but I ain't lying to you. I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. When Ryan lost, he saw all his dreams go all down the pipe hole. And it was because he wasn't getting on that juice the way he was supposed to. We seen it happen with the best of them. Look at that little Vasquez, what's his name? Valdez. Oscar Valdez, ain't it was his name?
Valdez.
Oscar Valdez. What happened to him? He beat the hell. Hey, speak to my boy. Hear me clearly. When you cheat and don't get caught, you think Canelo gonna go over there and line that shit up and put that in jeopardy? No.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. They're not fighting over there. That fight is gonna be here in the U.S.
Oh, we getting lit. Oh,
he's
shooting it in the ass. All that,
in Vegas,
everything
at the Raiders Stadium. Yeah,
hey,
that's gonna be here.
All I'm gonna tell y'all is we're getting the juice. We're getting the juiciest J that you could possibly J. He gonna be fit. He gonna have that. When you see it on his lip, y'all gonna already know the play.
What we gonna see on his lip, friend?
He get that thing on his lip.
What's that thing? What is it?
It just look like a scab.
The fever blister.
However, he got that blister on his lip. Your ass in trouble, buddy. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He get that blister, you in trouble. He had that blister against Caleb Plant. Boxing and barbecue. Listen, let me tell you something. All right.
He acting like he new here. He know how you roll. He know.
I'm not condoning cheating. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Oh, Buckeye said it was on there last night. It wasn't a good. It wasn't a good.
Jaime Munguia. He had to get some of that good because he didn't know what he was coming into. Jaime Munguia got 902 fights. He had the juicy J for him. He might have got in there and started windmilling at one point in time. Well, he needs juice.
Me either, Lewis. I'm never getting off of that. Never. I'll never get off of that. But we talking about Canelo.
I don't want to see him against Terrence Crawford, but since we're here, all I can tell y'all is be prepared. Budrick better get in that snack factory and eat some. And he better eat that like that boy was eating that chocolate cake in Matilda. He better eat it like that boy was eating that chocolate cake in Matilda. If not, you thought Canelo was little on your ass last night. Wait till he get that good Willy Wonka everlasting gobstopper in him. See how he looked in. Because that everlasting gobstopper is coming. If you think that Canelo Alvarez is just going to let Budrick beat the dog shit out of him without going out, without actually trying, you're out your mind. The everlasting gobstopper is coming.
Well, all I know is it was missing in action yesterday. That's what I do know.
He wasn't supposed to take it this fight, friend. He fighting William Scull of all people, friend. He wasn't supposed to take it this fight.
Yeah, but he should have looked better than what he looked yesterday. DC3, thank you so much. He said, "What's the deal, ladies? It ain't nothing. We just over here talking a little boxing a little early today." Look, William Scull's performance yesterday, and I know I'm probably about to get a lot of pushback on this, But if he had a name that was known, that would have been a different outcome. To me, that fight was the equivalent of Devin Haney versus Ramirez, except Canelo was the name, and so he got the nod. Scull performed pretty much, to me, very similar to what Devin was doing in New York, sticking and moving. Whole lot of unnecessary movement some of the time, but sticking and moving. And Canelo, just like Ramirez, had no inkling of how to cut off the ring. None. Both feet were stuck in cement. Neither one of them could do anything with their opponent. Both wanted their opponent to stand still and just let them punch. And neither was allowing that to happen. So Scull, in my opinion, got messed over. And more than getting messed over by the judges, the crew, the commentary crew, has been trash all weekend long. I mean, I typically try not, I'm lying, I let them have it. But between Tarver and Mora this week, I could take a blade and cut both their tongues out and send them on their way. They don't ever have to pick up a microphone and commentate again, in my opinion. It is not the job of William Scull or Ramirez to stand still and get punched on by the boxer that you suck off. It's not. It's his job to be able to stop him from doing it. Canelo is notorious. Somebody just got a stoppage on the Top Rank card. Canelo is notorious for punching where he can punch, where he can land. Hit him in the hips, hit him in the shoulder, wherever he can land in order to slow his opponent down. He's been known to do that. He didn't do that yesterday. That's not William Scull's fault. William Scull didn't come over there to go toe-to-toe with Canelo Alvarez. Nobody does, except for David Benavidez. You want somebody to stand in front of you and fight? Fight David Benavidez if that's what you want. I got somebody who would do that. I got somebody who will do that with you. His name is David Benavidez. But you don't want to fight that man. You don't want to fight him. Instead, you want to fight William Scull so you can have on your record that you're a two-time undisputed champ. Because you could have fought him earlier, but you let yourself get stripped because you didn't want to fight him initially because you knew he wasn't going to stand there and let you just pounce on him. You knew that. So he didn't never really want to fight William Scull. He's only fighting William Scull so that he could be undisputed again for this fight with Butcher. You not fooling me. I can see through all of that. Okay. And the commentary talking mess about William Scull, like, why did he have the belt in the first place? Y'all know why he had the belt. Why y'all playing dumb? Because I know somebody over here from the Riyadh call. I know you in here listening. Y'all kill me playing dumb on the commentary team. Y'all know exactly why that man had that belt. Don't be playing stupid with the audience. He had the belt because Canelo got stripped. And then try to have the nerve to say, I couldn't believe they stripped him with all the mandatories. He couldn't fulfill them out. Really? Is that what y'all gonna say? Really? When the WBC didn't strip him and they are the ones who should have, that's what y'all gonna say? Go to hell. Go straight to hell with gasoline draws on. Everybody on that desk, go to hell. Because did nobody step up and say, well, all y'all was over there swallowing, all of them. So they could go to grass as far as I'm concerned with that. Canelo, like you said, though, but friend, this is not anything new. Canelo ain't had a knockout. People love to tell us, Devin ain't had a knockout since so-and-so, so-and-so. Shakur ain't had a knockout since so-and-so, so-and-so. Well, it's been a cool minute since Canelo's had a knockout too. He has gradually been diminishing in knockouts, in just fighting in general. So I initially was one who did not want this fight. I did not want Bud and Canelo. I didn't like the matchup. I thought it was stupid, especially because at the time they were talking about it, David Benavidez was still at 168. Well, he's gone on about his life in his career now. And so I think Budrick is probably fighting Canelo at the best possible time for him to fight Canelo, because he is visibly on his back nine, visibly. The only caveat I have to that is Bud ain't young either. Bud will be 38. Although he hasn't taken he ain't got 5,000 fights like Canelo, he still is 38. This still is going to be his first fight at that weight class. So we don't know what his stamina is going to look like at 168 with those extra pounds. There's that. That's a concern for me. And the biggest concern for me is that I didn't like what Bud looked like at 154 against Madrimov, even though he won that fight. I wasn't a fan of him at 154, and I'm not a fan of him jumping from 54 to 68 with no tune-up. That's the only thing that's giving me cause to pause. But at this point, after seeing Canelo's performance last night, knowing that Bud has the ability to move a whole lot more than what Canelo likes, it's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion. Especially if I'm going to take into consideration that it's in the US of A and that he's probably going to be Juicy Jada. So September is going to be very, very, very interesting. Once we get closer to September, of course, we will make our official picks. But right now, I'm correcting myself, because at one point, it was like 75-25 Canelo, in my opinion. Now, after seeing him yesterday, and I just that yesterday was a horrible look for Canelo, in my opinion. It was bad. There's no explanation for it. You've been in the game too long. You should know how to cut off the ring. And because you didn't even try, tells me that your ass is old and tired and you ain't feel like it. And so if that's what you're used to, Bud is going to move enough to stick you. He's going to come with more offense than Scull, but he's going to move enough to stay out of harm's way. I'm just nervous about if he gets tired, how he's going to carry the weight once he gets there. But we shall see. I think last night's performance with Canelo made this upcoming fight in September way more interesting than I initially thought. So we'll see. We'll see. But tonight, we have one more fight to round out the weekend. One more opportunity to see some real fireworks. The card has already started. We're talking about the top-ranked card that's headlining, that Monster Inoue is headlining. He is here in the good old US of A. For all the folks who was whining about him only fighting in Japan, he has come across the waters, and he is in Vegas, and he will be taking on Cardenas. On his undercard. The co-main event will be Espinoza at 126 against Vasquez, and we'll see Emilio Vargas again. Friend, who do you have in that Espinoza Vasquez fight? That is tonight. It's on right now. Phenomenal Mexican. It started already.
I'm gonna go with Espinoza.
I am too. I love Espinoza. You're going to go with Espinoza? You know, I'm never going to let you live down the fact that he fights at 126 pounds and he's like 6'10".
Yeah, I'm going to go with Espinoza, friend. He's not the Fundoras. Thank you.
Oh, only the Fundoras? Only the Fundoras get the smoke?
There's a couple other people that can get it too, friend. Absolutely. But for right now, it's just your Fundoras that's going to get it right now.
That's so messed up. And I think you're only doing that because I liked it. That is awful. That is just awful. I'm going with Espinoza as well. He nasty with it. He mean. He's really mean in that ring. When he does his interviews and stuff, he seems like the nicest guy in the world. But when he gets in that ring, he turns on the switch and he a mean, like rattlesnake mean. And he don't mind using them elbows and anything else he got to beat somebody up. Like he beat you up. He don't beat you down, he beat you up. You just get beat up in there with him. So I'm rolling with Espinoza as well. As far as the main event, we have Monster Inouye and Cardenas, who is from San Antonio. He's a Texas guy. I'm pulling for him. But yeah, Monster finna go get that thing, and he gonna give everybody what they've been asking for, which is him and MJ. So I don't see an upset in that fight either. I see Espinoza and Monster potentially closing out the weekend with the biggest bang. How you feel about Monster tonight?
I agree. I think it's gonna be the highlight of the weekend, like London was. I did this in between cards got me kind of.
Don't you think it's fitting, since you off Turkey right now, that the one card that has the potential to save the weekend is the American-made card?
And you know what's crazy? Not only that, it's the only promotional company that decided that to invite me anything. So yeah, I'm hoping that Top Rank come through and save some stuff. Absolutely.
Well, there's that.
Pro Top Rank, if that's the case. Yeah,
well,
all that.
Well, there's that. There's that. There's that. Okay, so listen, y'all, we ain't gonna be on here long. We right at the hour mark. I think we covered everything. We'll be back on Friday, regular scheduled time. We're here early today because we wanted to speak to y'all. We had to give the Queen's Court some love because y'all be loving on us and whatnot. And we didn't want to have the show not happen at all, so we came on early. But our girl, the Menace, she got to ease on down the road. Y'all, I saw the Wiz today. So good. It was so good. It was so good. Anyway, so my friend gonna ease on down the road. Friend, don't tell him bye.
Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. You guys, we are almost at 5K. If I'm not mistaken, you missed the super chat.
I'm
his super chat, but he started crying.
I'm looking for it. Here we go. Here we go. Chris Mannix wants to give Canelo fellatio.
Just disgusting. He did all of that.
Okay, he got away. Who is he married to? Ain't he married to Sin? Who is Chris Mannix married to?
Sinise Estrada.
Yeah, he got a. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, you guys. So we are literally like 102 people away from 5K. Everybody know 10 people. Tell 10 people about us so we can get to 5K. This has been the longest struggle to 5K I've ever seen in my life, but at least y'all know we didn't go buy no subscribers. We got the 5K on our way. We 102 people away. So if y'all know 10 people, tell 10 people to tell 10 people to tell 10 people, and maybe sometime next week when y'all see us, we'll be at 5K. I'm gonna do some shorts, y'all. Listen, life is crazy and busy, but as soon as I'm able to get them in, I'm definitely gonna get those in for y'all. So be checking for the shorts. Go back and like a short. Go back and watch an old video if you ain't seen it. We'll see y'all soon. We'll see y'all soon.
Who do we have coming up next week? Just before we go, next week we have Emmanuel Navarrete versus Charlie Suarez, Raymond Muratalla versus Zaur Abdullayev. Also on that card, those are the biggest names on that card. Igis Kavalovkas is fighting next week, as well as Nico Ali Walsh. They'll be.
Baby, before we go, did you see his flyer talking about we going back to the motherland? I was like, sir, were you going back to the UK? Europe?
I saw that and I could not believe. Actually, I could believe that you responded that way. I just shook my head. I was like, Lord,
to what motherland, sir? What motherland is you going to, sir?
The Menace is always on go.
Just know it.
You're
right. You're not going back to no motherland. You're going back to the UK, Europe. That's your motherland. Your daddy ain't from over there. Your mama either.
Friend, please.
What? I'm just saying, friend. I don't like that, friend. I don't like that. It's talking about we going back to the motherland where it all started. My grandfather. If you don't get your white ass out,
friend, it is the motherland for all civilization. He can say that.
Some folks came from Europe.
from the Caucasus. What do you say? The caves of Caucasus?
The mountains of Caucasus.
The mountains of Caucasus.
That's where he came from, friend. Stop
I'm
putting
not.
in my face talking about the motherland. You better mother your ass out of my face. Get away from me. The motherland.
Okay.
Sir,
You ain't gonna never let him win. You ain't
I'm
gonna.
never gonna let him win, friend. Absolutely not, because I feel like you living off your granddaddy's name.
He trying to make his own, but it just ain't. It ain't.
You came from the UK. You came from Europe. You did
Where he
not
come from? Where he
Europe
come from?
with all the fees, friend. He came from Europe. Stop, sir. You better leave me alone. I'm talking about the motherland where it all started. No, them your granddaddy's people.
Okay,
Your
well,
auntie Layla, them her folks, not you and your mama and them.
well, along with Caucasian Clay on the 10th, Lay Wood, one of your favorites, will actually be in Europe, fighting Anthony Kakasi. That should be a good one. Who else? In Kissimmee, Florida, Erickson Lubin is coming back. His fight is next weekend as well against Adriel Holmes.
Baby,
Jr.
let me tell you, and if y'all ain't been paying attention when I tell y'all it's a grudge match, you talking about some two boys been talking the absolute top to each other? Oh, baby.
Yeah. That one, don't miss that one, because I think that's gonna be a real good one. That one gonna be a good one. Let me read these super chats, because you done got folks that made some super chats since you done went in on that man. G-Ball said a double shot for Boxiana. She in here cutting up. Also, Phenomenal Mexican came back and he said, someone called Barbershop Fred on Caucasian Clay. Caucasian Clay is what I'm thinking you're trying to say. Y'all are awful people. Y'all are awful people. Scarcity says America is the motherland. Look up the 1828 definition. Please stop. Y'all are horrible. Thank you, Fighting Words with Bang. We appreciate it. Janae came back. She says, and my fave nephew, Najee Lopez, is fighting. Oh, Najee is too? What card is he on? What card is Najee on? Is he on that Pro Box card?
I think he on that Pro Box card, friend.
Okay. And later on in the week, in the middle of the week in Australia, speaking of, we have Jai Opataya. He's fighting Claudio. I'm not gonna even try to mess that man's name up. Claudio. That's who he fight. So yeah, we got a lot going on, y'all. We have a lot going on coming up. So make sure y'all watch some boxing, and we'll be back Friday to get prepared for everything that's coming Saturday. Okay. Thank y'all. We love y'all. And we'll see y'all Friday. Peace.